So with our web paired and our shoulder chopped, now's time to clean up the corners. You need to take a few minutes, get these tidied up before you try to fit it. The other thing is you might be able to see is where the sawing stopped and the shearing with the scraper began in there. And that would have been material that we would have had to fight the whole way through without the chopping. So sometimes using a chisel that's not as wide as the pin is high is good. Getting these corners up by the web is important. Thing to evaluate now is, one, looking at our knife lines, are any remaining knife lines there, and two, to come through with a square and to just make sure that your pins are all straight up and down. If these pins are not vertical, if they wedge out at all, as this tailboard drives into it, it's going to start to bind up. The two ends pins worry me the most. There's a chance for cracking when the pins are fairly fine. So you just want to make sure that you have gotten all the excess material out of here. And then comes time to fit it. If your pairing went well with the shim, that your web should be just nice and flat across here. There shouldn't be any bumps there. You can check with a square also. So, give it a shot. The fitting of dovetails, a lot of times you can hear where a dovetail is moving and where it's not moving. Sometimes a small metal hammer, although it can dent the work if you're Thor the Destroyer with it, can be very useful in hearing where it's moving or not moving. High tones means it's moving, low tones means it's not moving. So you can go through the joint, moving here, moving there, a little bit snugger on this pin. The end ones are the ones I worry about. These middle ones aren't going to give us much trouble, so I'll keep progressing. And once you get close to the end on a tight setting pair, you may want to take a block, put it over the top, push them down in just to make sure you don't get any tearing. This is one valuable trick I'd like to show you. I have a bit of a gap here at my web and the same gap here at my shoulder just on this side. And what that means is there's probably some piece of wood or something going on right in this shoulder line. So I can come back, double check, make sure, and there's something right here that I missed. So we'll pair that and try it again. Clean that up. And there we are, pretty good fit. So I hope some of the things I've showed you here today you'll find as useful as I have. The one, starting with the shim so you can pair with it at the end. Two, getting a fairly fine blade on a saw with a fine kerf, and using a card scraper to go in and sever the remaining fibers is a huge help. And keep checking in here from time to time on YouTube and Nice People with Lie-Nielsen, and maybe I'll show you some more things.